Greetings and salutations, folks. My name's Nick, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok, where, as it seems, you can save any time you want. But the game isn't going to save anywhere you are. It's still only going to save to your previous checkpoint. It's one of those games that doesn't actually... It gives you the illusion of saving anywhere. But really, it's just saving your previous checkpoint. Anyway, yeah, welcome back to God of War Ragnarok, where our previous enemies from the last game are still hunting us down. We killed Thor's son, so Thor is up and unhappy with us. Odin is probably always unhappy. We killed Freya's son, so she's unhappy. We killed Baldur, and the weather is unhappy. This kid might be Loki. What does that mean? He can turn into a bear, but he cannot control himself. Also, I did look it up, and I was right. There's a reason why Kratos' wife looks like Deborah Ann Wall. It's because she is played by Deborah Ann Wall. I will try to do a better job in regards to learning the names of the actors and actresses who are playing the various parts in this game. In the meantime, though, we have to go to a Temple of Tyr, the previous god of war,
We should keep moving.
who Atreus believes that we can find to restore balance to the world. Flame Whiplash. Oh yeah, I think I did that.
Too late.
Father, get your blade! Burn them!
I did that on accident in this playthrough because I didn't realize you could just do it without the game informing you. Alright, let's get some health back.
Left side, brother. More raiders.
Oh, you don't even care that I'm attacking you. Who's firing at me from above? Is it you? Can I reach you? Ah.
Watch your right.
A little bit more of a warning would be nice. More than
You brother.
there we go. Like, Mimir's warnings are nice, but he talks a little slow in comparison to how fast the enemies act. By the time he gets out his, "Watch out, Kratos! There is an enemy just but around the corner, charging..." You've already been stabbed like 5 times. Where am I? I'd imagine Atreus is standing right next to where I should be going. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it nice how Fimbulwinter wore down all the helpful magic we acquired? Yet somehow new terrors only flourish.
Oh, yeah. It's very, very... Oh, hello.
Thank you.
It is kind of interesting getting both weapons from the get-go, rather than having to wait like half of the game before you get the Chaos Blades.
Kill Winterman.
Yup. You got it. Wonder who they
Winter Man? Am I Winter Man? I caused the Winter Man. But yeah, like in the first game, you spend so much time with the axe. You have a purple health bar? I don't think that helped you. You spend so much time with the axe that by the time you get the blades, like you've just become so used to the one style that it was hard for me to just convince myself to switch over to the other style.
We climb.
On it.
Ah, he has gotten rather good at that.
Well, he has been here
Still another
before.
grisly scene. On your left!
There we go. Finally a successful parry. Alas, I killed them before I could worry about cycling through weapons.
I've seen my share of bloodshed, but this is an awful lot for one morning.
Ah! Who are you? The Huntress.
Stalker! On your guard, brother! I think we found our predator!
Ah. Okay,
Its horns are glowing. Might be a weak point.
okay, I can't really change what I'm targeting.
Sneaks up.
Oh, thank you, game, for informing me. Ah. I don't know if this camera is particularly good at fighting. Like, because the camera is tilted downward, it's harder to tell depth. Maybe the axe. Ah. Come. Come. Ah. Ah. Okay, it would have been nice if I had decided to leave one of those health items around and not get hit by one of those back attacks. One of these times. Yep.
It's a fine mess.
I seem to be very, very bad at dodging that one specific second attack.
Stalker! On your guard, brother! I think we found our predator!
No? Oh, thank you. This time I get health in the background. Which would have been very useful. Ah. Okay, his horns grow, or at the very start glowing, a lot faster than I was expecting. Ah, damn it. Ah. Okay, let's see if cold helps me against this one. I think it does. little bit.
Your heel's busted, brother. Just
Oh,
keep your
I
foot
can't
moving,
block
yeah?
that one. Ah,
Horns are blowing. Might be a weak
okay, how long is it going to be busted? Does it just remain busted for the whole fight now? Okay.
That just bloody tears it. Fimbulwinter Freya, the raiders, Stornodin barging in, and now stalkers playing in our woods. This is no safe haven anymore.
Runic attack gems give Kratos access to light or heavy runic attacks. They are slotted into his weapons. Alright. When equipped, a runic attack slowly gathers runic energy that can be released in a powerful attack. Press right to view light runic attack slot. Okay. Winter's Bite. Form a mass of ice around the Leviathan axe and run up to strike a target with incredible force. While blocking, press R1 to use light runic attack. It just takes time to recharge. Okay. And I have no heavy runic attacks. And no runes for the... it is broken. Great. It's just broken. How do you fix it?
Father, the shield Mom gave you.
Thor damaged it. But now,
Perhaps the dwarves could take a look at it.
Oh, thank you.
perhaps, later.
Come on, we can get in this way.
So it was damaged for plot-related purposes, and I don't necessarily need to worry about it being broken again. It is the Ashen God's fault. She told us. The witch, said the Ashen God, murdered Baldur, and in doing so started Fimbulwinter. She said if the god dies, Fimbulwinter will end. No more night, no more cold, no Ragnarok. We ran out of food a week ago. No matter, soon we will feast on god flesh. Oh, she lied to them so that they could murder Kratos. Although I want to say she is the goddess of nature, so in theory, she could create food. I don't know enough about Norse mythology.
Why are we here, Atreus?
Okay. You remember all those shrines we found, telling the stories of giants?
Yes,
The
I
pen on
saw
the
them in
left
God
would be
of
their
War
origin, and
2018.
the pen on the right would be their fate?
Yes, we found many. I have seen them.
Well, there's more to them than we realize.
Oh. Is there... Are you a thing? Are you a thing? No. Alright, so there's more to the art.
Well, the collapsed pillar is new, but the shrine is just on the other side. That should help.
Oh. Hold on.
Things collapsing on a regular basis in these parts.
Fimbulwinter wears down all things, even stone.
Did something give? Over on the right?
Yes. I was...
There we
Give me
go.
a second there,
Come
kid.
on.
Boy. Alas, Phantasm was the original boy. A door, but where does it go? Oh, it goes to art.
You watching?
Well, that's new.
And you know it's interactable because it has yellow paint.
Come on.
Atreus, wait!
Yeah, I don't think he's waiting. What is this, lad? Where are we?
Somewhere only giants were meant to see. These shrines tell their stories to the world. But it turns out the real stories, the secret stories, those they kept here. Inside.
The game
You
is
remember the
like
story
you
of
have to
Skull
look
Mati?
in this
The
direction.
wolf giants? Odin captured them because he thinks it'll help him control when Ragnarok starts.
I remember.
But that's not the whole story. See, this shows the giants setting Skull and Hati free.
They're free. Is this the past or the future?
Depends when you're looking at it.
Spoken like a giant.
See, the wolves are safe. Somewhere in Vanaheim.
Not the first place Odin would look, I suppose.
There they are, chasing the sun and moon.
Old habits.
Until, look, the moon gets stolen. Somehow.
Atreus,
See? Hati's got nothing to chase.
And they say
Atreus, did you
celestial
make this
effects are
PowerPoint
victimless,
presentation? This historic
Not
PowerPoint?
totally sure who this is, but someone comes along and rescues the moon. And then, the moon blocks out the sun.
right? A total eclipse. I haven't seen one of those in 100 winters.
But then they chase an arrow, and things go back to normal.
So we need to save the
does any of
moon,
this have to do-
shoot an
Coming to
arrow to guide the moon away from the sun.
Look, here's Ragnarok. Do you see who's leading the armies against Odin? That's Tyr. If he's gonna be around at Ragnarok, that means he's gotta be alive. Right?
Mimir, can this be?
Odin told me he killed Tyr, and he trusted me
Odin
at the
says a
time,
lot of lies, though,
so I
so
thought.
What if he didn't kill him? What if he's just had him locked up somewhere all this time?
We are back to ifs. Enough.
Wait,
We are going home.
wait! I have one more thing to show you. It's just out here.
Kratos is not impressed by your secret magical hologram display.
What is this?
Everything I found. Well, almost everything.
Ah, the marble thing that he was looking at towards the beginning of the game.
That's giant craftsmanship. You've been to Jotunheim again?
No, I found it in one of the other shrines.
Other shrines. How many have you visited?
Well, all of them? All the ones I could still get to in Midgard anyway. I don't know what it is. But it's important. Just like all this. When I was inside one of the shrines, I saw an image of Tyr imprisoned. But I couldn't tell where. There are hints inside the other shrines. He mentioned black smoke and the bleeding earth. But we could never figure out exactly.
We?
Yeah, Sindri's been helping me.
Oh, Sindri.
I talked him into it. It wasn't his idea. I just needed someone to watch my back.
Is he one of the dwarves? It's been a little while.
Bleeding earth.
Sindri and
Prison
Bork.
must lie.
Unlikely. Odin's got no presence to speak of in the primordial realms. But the bleeding earth? Sounds like a mine, aye.
The realm of the dwarves, perhaps.
Svartalfheim, that's a good bet. Their mines did belch black smoke, and Odin's had his thumb on the
Of
dwarves
course.
for a very long time.
Svartalfheim.
That's it then. Tears in Svartalfheim somewhere, imprisoned in a mine. So, what now?
Boy.
Home.
How many calls to adventure is Kratos going to receive and ignore?
How do you have us getting to Svartalfheim? You know Odin's had all travel between realms locked up tight.
Sindri said he had an idea or two about that.
Sindri is full of ideas.
And didn't we already discuss that home is not exactly a safe place?
Ground looks kind of cracked there.
Yeah, I suppose sometimes the ground isn't what it's cracked up to be. Can I? No.
There's a shortcut this way.
Kid. Boy. Where did you go? Cash.
Remember when we fought our first troll out this way?
I remember you lost control.
Yes,
You
yes,
must tread
yes.
Carefully, brother. Danger is close.
Thank you for reminding me
You
of
okay
my
fighting without a
failures.
shield?
It is not my first time.
Ah, back to smashing through things for fun and profit. Lovely.
Mimir, what did you hear of Odin's offer?
To the lad, not much. They stepped outside, but he told us about it. I wouldn't worry.
What about the things he did not tell us?
That is true. Maybe Odin mentioned other things. Maybe the boy is keeping secrets. But then again, Kratos has hasn't presented himself as a person of 100% trustworthy. He seems like the kind of person who you would be selective of what you would tell him because he does overreact. Okay, I don't... Oh, never mind, I do.
Brother,
Oh.
there's no blocking without your shield.
Ah. Okay, you can get rid of the tutorial, thank you. Okay, let's get some cold.
Another raider! To the left!
Are you worried about cold? No? Not so much. What about heat? Yeah, that's more of an area weapon. No juggling for you, I suppose. No decapitation, but still a grisly demise. Alright, where are we? Up.
Phew. Almost home.
Brother, a word. Don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path.
Brother!
If you don't want him walking away from you, then smarten up and walk with him a while.
If we could find a way to open roam travel to Svartalfheim, I bet there'd be all sorts of useful equipment for us to...
Enough. We'll go.
Really?
But if we do not find Tyr, you will abandon your search. For good.
All right. You won't be sorry.
No, then he will continue his search, but this time for evil. I think I steal that joke from Cyanide and Happiness. Or at least that's the earliest version of that joke I've seen.
Kratos! Over
Yeah,
here.
Sindri.
Sentry!
As I live and breathe, is that Atreus?
Oh,
It's
oh,
been
come on.
so long.
Oh,
How
we already know.
grown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me.
Oh my
Rock
gosh.
mentioned you needed somewhere safe to spend the night, and I believe your favorite dwarves can help you out with that. We're still your favorite dwarves, right?
You're
I
still
don't
the
know
only
any
dwarf we
other
know.
dwarves.
I'll take it.
It's kind of like my dad sometimes tells me that
After
I'm his
you, my
favorite son,
friends.
and then I tell him, I'm your only son. That makes me your least favorite son as well. Yeah, we've
are we
survived
The
Fimbulwinter.
cleanest cabin in all the 9 realms, and I'd prefer it to stay that way. Not looking at anyone in particular. Kratos.
I didn't ruin the
After that
roof of
Thor
my
incident,
home.
We thought we should make up some rooms till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there. As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from Fimbulwinter, safe from Odin's eyes.
I mean,
Really
toss in
can't
some
beat
decent
you,
Wi-Fi,
into
and that
shimmering
is
gray void.
that is a home.
That's amazing, Sin. We have a plan to talk to you about, actually.
Intriguing.
Oh yeah, also my shield is broken. I need it for blocking.
Come in. Come in. Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait. You're not gonna wipe your feet, are you? Okay then. Your bedrooms are there. The kitchen is just over there. Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do
Yeah,
not
Kratos,
need a
you're
snack.
What we need is
You're not
getting to
you and you're
Svartalfheim
hungry.
So we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr. Alive? I mean, that's... What?
It's okay. I
What?
told him everything.
Everything?
You aided my son in disobeying me.
No, I kept an eye on him. On your behalf. Nothing risky. Everything very safe. Somebody else speak.
What's important right now is that we try and open up travel between realms again. You said you know a way?
Yes, I do. It's just a lot of mud.
Then why haven't you opened the way already, man?
Well, to be frank, there was something we needed your help with.
Oh! The Holder brothers finally require the services of the smartest man alive.
That's it precisely.
Hey! Not so fast. How'd that get in here? What the hell is he anyway?
That is my son.
You haven't met
What in all
Atreus?
yarns be the happened to him?
Has it just been that
Too
long?
damn tall now.
Oh.
Looks like that. I blame you.
Yep, yeah.
Well, come on then. Let's get him something that fits at least.
He's just getting older, you dark prat. Didn't you ever have an awkward phase in your youth?
Hey,
I suppose what's done is done. But you'll be putting your foot down from now on if you know
No
what's
more
good.
growing.
Oh, he's trying. Believe me.
All right, let's gear you fuckers up before you go off gallivanting.
Yeah, my shield's broken.
Busted up good. Wouldn't you rather I just whip you up a new one?
Sure, if it's better.
Important to me.
Well, I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, how about I fix you up with something to get you by?
Good enough for me. For Kratos, maybe not. Alright, craft and upgrade armor, weapon attachments, items used, and collected resources. View different shop services using the bottom nav bar. Shields. Brock has enough materials to forge a new shield. Navigate to the shields menu.
I only got materials to make one of these in the here and now. You bring me more resources, we'll see what we can do.
A shield fit for high risk and high reward parries. A shield fit for absorbing attacks and striking back. This seems safer for me because I'm not as good at timing. This might help me learn how to parry, but if there's anything I've proven over the years, it's that I haven't necessarily been a very good student. So I'm going to go with the Stonewall Shield. A shield molded after the Great Wall in Asgard, built by the giant Hrimthur, protect the realms. And I need slag deposits. Brock will craft some armor to fit Atreus. Oh, companion armor.
If the kid's gonna insist on getting taller, best make a habit of swinging in for new duds.
Armor crafted with care by the legendary Huldra brothers, said to be one of their finest works. Let's see, but I can make some other stuff. That upgrades the defense to 12 and strength to 3. Upgrade to unlock perk. What is this perk you're telling? Oh, here we go. While blocking, take less damage from unblockable attacks and attacks from behind. Combo finishers do extra damage. Okay, those do the same things. I think I'm just going to upgrade the Belt of Survival for now. Thick, sturdy armor that was built to endure Fimbulwinter. And we can do something with our weapons.
Looks like Fimbulwinter's been hard
Oh,
on our
yeah.
girl. Give her here.
Ooh.
She's overdue for some Brock love.
2.5 times the damage. Nice. Let's see, so this is at 25 strength. The Blades of Chaos are still only at 10. So thusly the Leviathan Axe will outclass the blades, at least in the meantime.
What would you do without me?
I'm gonna go look around. Check out my room. Tell Sindri when you're ready.
Something else. That's what anytime somebody has ever said to me,
Thank you.
Nick, what would we do without
place
you?
is great,
I would
Sindri.
usually say
You built it all
something
yourself?
else.
And how's life been treating everyone's favorite Azure Vulgarian?
The fuck you call me?
I called you the Azure Vulgarian.
Exquisite.
I don't think you appreciated that.
See?
Right?
I knew you wanted a snack.
Oh, but I can't make myself a snack.
Hey, come see.
Finding
One
everything
second,
all
I'm
right,
gonna
I
talk
hope?
to Sindri.
How do we unlock the realms?
We'll just need something from back at the workshop. Follow me, and be sure to bring the head. So, where exactly is Tyr being held?
He's imprisoned in a mine somewhere. That's all
Ah,
we know so far.
The realm is full of mines, you realize. You'll need help narrowing it down. Oh, you should talk to Derlin.
Who's Darlin?
He's a cousin of ours, sort of. Works for the city on safety issues. Should have access to all kinds of information on mines. And I know he's no friend of Odin.
that's a
Why
start.
your mother sought his help when she was trying to whip up a rebellion. Ready?
A rebellion?
Wait,
Did you know about
Faye was
that?
trying to whip up a rebellion?
A rebel leader who knew Mom. Sounds like exactly what we need.
I think you missed the ta-da.
I heard the ta-da.
Never mind. I'll have this
I
rolled
also
up in no
didn't
time.
necessarily understand
at
what
the
you were
gateway
talking about,
outside.
though.
Rebel leader? Derlin? If that ain't giving a hound a haircut.
Huh?
Huh?
You just remember things however they pop into your bean, don't you? I suppose you think Derlin's just
To be
counting
fair, the
days
same, I
until
guess.
A couple of strays show up looking for trouble.
What do you mean, Brock?
Will he help us or not?
Oh, never mind. It ain't old Brock's place to cast asparagations on my relations.
Asparagations.
This mud sponger notwithstanding.
Ignoring you.
Fine. Go darken Derlin's door. See for yourself how it goes. Just be warned, he's not the friendly sort of dwarf folk you're used to. He's cranky as all get out. And he talk funny, too.
Sounds like a true study in contrast.
Oh, thank you, Mimir. All right. I'm guessing we can just leave now. Because there doesn't seem to be anything for us to do in the room itself. But we actually have separate rooms in the house, which is an upgrade from the previous space that we had, where we slept on beds that were several feet away from each other, rolling over into our beds in unison.
You hear that?
We'll just need the Bifrost and the head. Brock, do the touching.
Oh, this would be the part requiring my assistance then.
You said it. This device here has been crafted to your measurements. It'll help you get a better look at the problem with those Bifrost eyes of yours.
So, do I control this thing somehow then?
Oh, no. This is just to hold you in place while we shine this light in your eyes.
Oh, thank you.
You sodding bastard!
Open! Open now! I was really hoping not to use the eyelid clamps.
Do it.
That's it! That's it! Good! Now, release!
Still unpleasant.
That's our cue. Come on, hurry!
I'm coming.
Grassful got eggs, man. What was that for?
You'll see soon enough. Just there. That should do it. See?
Oh.
No permanent damage.
I'll show you permanent damage, you wee fuck. Kratos, throw me at him. Horns first.
Guess you takes a joke, you old goat.
Yeah, I suppose, like, Mimir might be better off
Now that we reconfigured these gateways to
or
use
would
Yggdrasil
prefer
seeds,
a
you
life
don't need a
outside
travel
of
table
just
or a
following
Bifrost
Kratos
lamp
around.
anymore.
But as a head, his options
I
are
also
limited.
used it for light.
Okay, good note. I'll figure something out, but first, come on, let me show you how it works.
Okay. It's a door, so I presume I just open it. Oh,
Okay.
it's a little more
Aim your
complicated.
key at the rune for Svartalfheim on the right, then concentrate.
Yggdrasil realm seeds unlock access to new mystic gateways. Shine the light of Yggdrasil on Svartalfheim. Svartalfheim, yes. There we go. The wetlands gateway is the Orvangar wetlands. I'm guessing we're going to be shining a light on each of those
This
points
should take you to the
of the
wetlands
tree.
outside Nidavellir City. Just make your way to the town square and ask for Durlin at the tavern.
You sure they'll know him at the tavern?
Durlin's always been an inveterate inebriate. I suppose he might have completely changed, but in my experience,
Did you want to come with us?
Oh, I might drop in, but the wetlands are moist. And the Grim are everywhere. Hostile, slimy, foul-smelling creatures. But good luck!
So it's dirty and it's wet.
Wait, what?
I said good luck!
I said, good day, sir.
Whoa, do you feel that?
What's that, lad?
Anything, everything. It's warm.
And this is probably where we meet the fire enemies. Actually, let's take a look at our stats real quick, our skills. If we can spend any experience points. And actually, we can with Atreus. Atreus draws enough aggression when Kratos is draws enemy aggression when Kratos is under pressure. Sure, why not? Let's see. Press R1 during Frost Awaken to do a wide swing and apply frost to nearby enemies. Press R2 during Frost Awaken to slash upwards with a chilling wave to launch enemies and apply high frost. Perform melee attacks in quick succession without sustaining damage to power up the Leviathan axe and inflict frost damage on every hit. That sounds useful. Basically more of a passive. Let's see, and it does not look like... because I upgraded the axe, that's why I have more leveling options. Whereas I still have the original group from the blades. That looks cool. Is it useful? That also looks cool. Okay, we'll try it out. And you can disable skills if for some reason you dislike those skills.
We can probably use the boat. If I can just get it free.
Careful, lad.
Ah!
Why are these things so fast?
Behind you! Get out!
I'm gonna get you.
It's on the left.
Now, does that offer better block protection? Like, the previous shield would be broken by those yellow attacks, but because I have a stronger, more durable shield, does that mean I'm going to be able to make my way
You dropped your
through
guard.
those
I got the
block
boat free,
breaker
though.
attacks?
We can head through these channels when you're ready. What's the chain in the water for?
That'd be a dwarven supply ferry. Said ferry appears to be missing.
Huh.
And for a second there, I almost forgot about the fact that you spent a lot of the of time on boats in Part 1, hearing Kratos tell various were they like renditions of nursery
Still can't
rhyme
believe
stories?
Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have curved that notion.
What your mother did before we met was her business.
Did you ever ask?
Yeah, Kratos
Eyes on
does
the
not
water.
exactly
There are resources.
seem like that curious of an individual.
If you never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say, guard the house. We'll go to catch fish in the river.
Yes,
And then
actually.
leave for 5 days?
No. Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
Why would I ask? Why would I tell her that I'm going fishing when she is the better person for fishing? Oh, I can just crash right into the barrels. That's fine. Crash into barrels for profit. What was it Mimir said? Smashing into things for fun and profit?
Did you see that over there?
See what over where? You need to be specific, boy. Nope, nope, that just went right through the barrel. Ugh. There we go.
That wheel is blocking the channel.
I imagine if you can turn it, we should be able to get through.
So these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
Really?
It is a bar.
Yeah.
The smell is making my eyes burn.
You know, it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Ah, I was wondering what was the point of me being able to get back
Looks like
there.
the path continues on the other side of that geyser.
That was a good guess on my part. Nope. How useful is the map? I guess the map is okay. The chest is locked with runic magic. Find and break the seals to unlock it. There's one. There's two. Phi was a third seal.
Looks to be an artifact from the Dwarven Resistance. Freydmar's Brassard, father of a few dwarves you may be well familiar with. Brock may be interested in getting these back. Better in his hands than out in the open.
And number 3. And they were going to find this chest and only pull one single item. Collected enough Eden apples. Maximum health increased. Convenient. I could use that.
Think that's sturdy enough to climb?
Aye. Good old dwarven craftsmanship.
Tyr was a friend to the Giants. I wonder if he and Mom ever met. If he was a part of the rebellion here.
It's certainly possible. The god of war often advocated for the Giants. Although I don't recall if he ever declared allegiance outright.
Come on. There's gotta be a faster way to get down there.
The zip line? Nope, wrong button. Oh, that was an accident, actually. But that's fine. Oh, there you go. I guess I kind of like it. Because it's a little bit easier to kind of like mix into shield ability, hold L1 to absorb standard and guard break attacks. So it does block the block breaker attacks. Yep. That is convenient enough for me. Nope. Does not seem like it parries well, but I guess it's not really meant to. Blocking is weaker. Oh, that's how I did the... Also an accident, but it's fine. I'll accept it. Hello. What do you want?
One more to go!
Alright, we're just fighting random reptile-esque creatures.
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
Who there? Give a man some warning if he's about to suddenly end up snout deep in cheek.
The ground.
Was that an earthquake?
An occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
Think you can reach the wheel from here? Oh wow.
Good enough.
Getting it to lower exactly where we need it.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking, because it's so warm, maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Fimbulwinter doesn't strike all realms quite
Oh
the
yeah.
same way.
I forgot about the fact that Fimbulwinter was meant to make it winter everywhere.
Make it winter.
In Midgard it does, but as you can see, the effects here appear far more gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
Which is a convenient story excuse so that the game can have multiple biomes instead of just cold winter everywhere. Like, you don't have to spend every single area in snow. You can have your desert area, you can have your winter area, and have a plot-related reason for why it exists.
Think we can fit under that bridge?
Yeah. Now let's pick this up. I imagine that is progress, and this is a side path. Oh. So it doesn't really do much damage, but it definitely affects frost, which is convenient because I don't necessarily have to charge up my axe for this. Nope, there we go. Ah. All that creature wanted was its money, its cash.
Father, up there.
Oh. See, boy, you need to, like, be specific about what you say, stand in the right position. And then I'll know what you're talking about. Got some hack silver, some raw hide. Can I? Yeah, all right. Boy, how did you already get down there? Okay. Side area cleared out. Let us carry on. Look for Tyr in Svartalheim. Or maybe get a little bit. No, we're still looking for what was his name? Durlin? Durlin the dwarf. These tiny ones are a bit of a pest.
Behind you! Look out!
Out of curiosity, let's see how many times it says I've used that melee ability. 11 times, okay. While sprinting, press R1 to do a slashing attack. Oh, I've only done that 0 times. Maybe I should do that more than 0. I should do that one more time. See what happens when you fulfill that task.
Did they cap those geysers? I think we need to get that wheel moving, but the water doesn't reach.
Okay, so now that we've... Oh. What does that mean by the tier? Like this silver tier? Alright, let's carry on. Maybe we'll figure out what it's referring to. Maybe we won't. Oh, no, there goes that guy.
Those things are everywhere.
It does seem like that, doesn't it? What did we gain from getting onto this side? Like, can I reduce pressure to that by capping the other one? Yeah, okay, yeah, that is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe if I get a little bit more height, I might be able to throw the axe directly into the other geyser. There we go.
Yes! The wheel's moving and the gate's coming down.
That's dwarven ingenuity for you.
Back to the boat.
Can I get the axe back? It's not important.
If the dwarves
We're not
of
going to
this
do
realm
any
are
axe
anything like
battling
Rock and
in
Sindri,
the boat.
It's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well, all too often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety, and defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
I was only joking.
War is not a joke, especially where gods are concerned.
Oh, hello. I'm not entirely sure how to get to you, so if we do, great. If we don't, c'est la vie.
It seems, Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe we could just try to enjoy the warmth?
Since Kratos didn't respond, I will provide what I would consider his most likely response to that comment. It is... That is what I'm guessing he would have said.
Looks like we gotta find a way to open that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
Yeah, they don't exactly make Nidavellir a very accessible place.
You did it! Let's see what it dropped.
Ah, slag deposits. I need them for slag-related purposes. Oh, there's another... No, that's the same boat I started on.
Father, there. Halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
I feel as though Atreus is doing a lot of there's gotta be something.
Chain we can pull up there.
Seems like he's got a case of the spose does. Oh yeah,
It's clinging to the wall! We gotta knock it down!
done. Oh my, that killed it. I appreciate that this game is fine with me knocking bad guys out of the zones.
Think you can uncover that geyser from here? Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
And then if I unfreeze the geyser... What benefit is of it?
There's still the other chain to pull, but how are we gonna get to it?
That is an excellent question. I'm not entirely sure. Now let's freeze this geyser. Oh no, my bad. Freeze this geyser again. Oh wait, hold on, I got it now.
Nice one.
I needed to find the right breakable object.
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow. You should collect.
The Sunrise of Nothingness. A story of relentless genius from the mind of Cavassier. Imagine, dear reader, if you so dare, creatures of metal that screech through the air, that swim through the seas, that bound across the land, but are brought to their knees by warrior's hand, her origins hidden, her hair red as blood, finding places forbidden, buried under the mud. But who is this young girl, who is more than she seemeth? Who will rescue her people and slay these behemoths? Is it Faye? Are we talking about Faye?
Any others you find.
And I suppose that the more that it's talked about Faye, the more it makes me question, how does she know that she had to die? How did she die, actually? Did she just die in her sleep?
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right.
I'm reminded, not necessarily of this, but my previous thing about, did she just fall asleep? Like, how did Faye die? I don't think we've actually been told that. Recently, I was in Georgia in an old cemetery. The cemetery was used from the late 1700s until the mid 1800s, and that's all of the bodies interred in that cemetery are basically from the early 19th century. One of the gravestones that caught my eye while I was there, it was for 3 people. The person listed at the top, it said this is how when they died and how old they were. It didn't give a birth date. It said only death date and how old they were. So like this person died, they were this age. The second person died, they were this age. And then the third person on that stone seems to be the only woman listed on that stone. It just said they fell asleep at this year and this date. Like, it didn't say they died. It didn't say how old they were. It just said they fell asleep on this date, which makes me a little bit concerned. Did she just fall asleep and they're like, well, looks like that's sleep of the death. Into the grave she goes. Or like, what kind of like euphemistic language did they go with at that time? But also, we don't even know how old she was when she passed. And that leads me back to like, what happened to Faye? How did she know that she was going to die?
That earthquake earlier. Do you think there will be another one?
It's unlikely, but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the geysers and smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
All right, I've gone a pretty decent way. Still got a little bit more before we reach Durlin.
Look ahead.
Are those dwarves?
Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Are they a little bit surprised to see visitors show up in a boat?
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
They either know us or they don't know us. Really, both are great reasons to run away.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body, and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Wild that for us, though.
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
We have discovered Nidavellir. That one is the hardest one so far for me to
Can
say.
we talk to you for...
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we find the tavern Sindri mentioned on our own, and hope they let us in.
The buildings here really are incredible.
The detail in the woodwork is quite extraordinary.
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear him.
Sindri!
Hello. I'd return your surprise, but I did know you'd be here. I've got some.
Don't want to hear any more about shortages. Acer got exactly what we need. My work shouldn't have to suffer just because they got off on being withholding. Anyway, I need a barrel of oil, as many bundles of firewood as can be spared, 5 ingots of pure Svartalheim steel. Oh, and a goddamn food to goddamn eat. I guess that's one way to make a shopping list.
Appreciate it. What is it, dwarf?
You know, I'm glad I came back here at least once before Ragnarok.
Oh, can you tell us what it was like before?
Cobblestones could talk.
Also,
And
what's
they
up
have
with all
mouths.
these gameplay?
Filthy, disgusting mouths.
Okay, Sindri, you're lost in your
Do you
analogy.
mind if I fiddle with your bow? Well, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain materials. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew.
Ah, so that's how I deal with the gameplay elements.
Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say, Skialfa. Skialfa.
Skialfa.
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to
Oh.
disturb half the creepy crawlies in Nidavellir.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, so, Durlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern?
No, I suppose not.
Through seems promising, though. For you. It should lead to the other side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
How,
So
How do I-
this lockdown really is because of us?
Oh my, yes. Odin's grip on this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
okay, how do I use that ability again that I just picked up? Yeah, Sonic Arrow. They require time to recharge. Okay, let's try heading back here. Those look like I would be able to deal with them in the same fashion that I dealt with that shield. How do I... Oh, he just does it automatically. I was overthinking it.
Another of Cavassier's poems.
Large Society Ground Orb, the performance. Being a fictional poem by Kvasir, master of all poets. The army is assembled, 9 warriors strong. Well rested and fed, for the war will be long. The orb in the air and branches in hand, a swing, a collision, the spectators stand. For 9 nights and 9 days they fight without rest, running then waiting to prove themselves best, until finally, mercifully, the army does rout. One army triumphant, the other struck out. Are they describing baseball? Is that just baseball? 9 days and 9 nights, 9 innings. Each inning has a front and back. Branches in hand, got the baseball. That's just baseball. All right. Should we see if we can upgrade stuff over here, or are we only able to upgrade things back at home, at our home base? Can you shoot this pile of metal? Yes. Nice. Sometimes when games start to do the work for you, and it's like an automatic function in the background, it can always be a little bit tricky to determine the precision of the methodology.
At your service.
Kratos can now purchase Resurrection Stones from the Special Items tab of the Hydra Brothers shop. These one-use stones can revive Kratos from death as long as he is not alone. That was a free stone, so who am I to deny? Huh. Interesting.
I'll take him. Till we meet again.
And do they still... Can I still read them one day? All right.
Whatever you need.
Now the Stonewall shield is upgradable. That's good.
That ought to hurt him.
And that just uses Rawhide to upgrade. But I still don't have a Chaos Flame to upgrade the Blades of Chaos.
At your service. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Yeah, it protects the dwarves from the outsider, but also
everyone's hiding on
protects
this side too.
Odin's interests.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe we can try knocking on some doors for directions.
Kid, you seem to be very consistent with
Could you maybe...
this has got to happen.
Let's go.
Oh, hold on. Ah. Alright, I'll try. Bronze tier has been done for the glacial rake. It doesn't do much damage, but is definitely useful.
We may need some special equipment to use this.
Oh, thanks. Ah, okay. The map is a little bit more useful in town.
Let's go.
They definitely take a lot of hits. Had to try.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp wit she had until...
I have many grips firebomb. I have many regrets concerning the time I spent in Svartalheim, but of those regrets I may think of Gripe the most. Gripe was a fantastically angry dwarven scribe. Her furious treatises against Odin's financial imperialism might well have spurred the dwarves to outright rebellion had she continued to distribute them. As a wielder of words, she was at least my equal, if not my superior, and her passion and fury commanded the respect of anyone who would read her writings. When she took firebomb in hand and burned Aesir camps to ash, others followed her. Unfortunately, the downside of having a clear and loud voice is that you are very, very easy to find. The Einherjar could handle propaganda. Arson? Less so. They found her, and she and all known copies of her writings disappeared. I'd always wished to meet her. I still think of her often. I like to think we'd be friends if she knew me as I am now. Okay, I can still access said poems.
Turn to less subtle means of resistance.
I'm not entirely sure which skill I used, but I'm sure it was very useful. Or that I upgraded to bronze tier. And still what that means. Is it just like a means of like a stat, like a reward system? Wait, is that where I came from? That is in fact where I came from. Okay, so... I guess this path to the left is the only one remaining.
This looks promising, right? Oh, that's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
The severed head should probably do the talking.
Fair point, though.
Very well.
Think that's him? Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That
Okay.
alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true.
Derlin doesn't
Derlin's
have
got no
friends.
But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us.
I'll
And while
try to
you
hold back.
travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess.
What mess?
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Shut down the mining rigs. Okay.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful.
What is
You'll be
it?
able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
Is it a
compass?
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Sir, where did you come from and where did you go? The dwarven compass and map can guide Kratos to objectives. Press the left side of the touchpad to jump to the map. Follow the gold icon to stay on the path, or track favors, blue icons to pin them to the compass.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Like father,
Earlier
like
Sindri made
son.
it sound like Derlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
This is definitely a low roof. But then again, maybe Kratos is just really tall. And this house was built for dwarves.
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to get to Derlin's.
You did you? But you see, kid, I'm busy exploring, going house to house. It's kind of... I'm suddenly reminded of Shenmue back in the day. And like one of the things they talked about Shenmue as an open world game is like you could go up to anybody's house and knock on their door. And it's true. You could go up to anybody's house and knock on their door, and most of them just didn't want to open up their door. It was just a decorative bit of scenery. You knock on their door, and then nothing happened. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop here for the night. Next time we will continue our search for Durlin and where Tyr is imprisoned, possibly in this realm. For now, though, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.